Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Icierra the Furry. She had a few obsessions with being a furry and with puppets in general. It's a pretty wild subject to talk about because it's not like any subject that we've actually covered on this channel before. The story of Icierra the Furry took place back in 2021, and to say it was wild would be to downplay the entirety of the situation. Now quickly before we go ahead and move on, I do have to make a slight little announcement before we jump right into today's video. I've finally gone ahead and made a Discord server after so many people have gone and asked me about if I'm ever going to make one, so I decided that it's finally time. You'll find a link to join in the description below. And without further ado, let's actually jump in and talk about the topic today. Icierra Grain gained popularity on TikTok in late 2021. Now, obviously, whenever people like this who make some pretty weird or just wacky videos in general, it'll come with a lot of people there to just mess with you or either make fun of you or just spread hate, and that's obviously what happened here. She gained a little bit of popularity, but that also came at the cost of people constantly making fun of her and even taking it to the point to invade her private Discord server and post and spam it with racial slurs, slurs in general, and CP. I'm going to show you guys a few of the videos that Icierra would make, which would cause people to go on and act the way they did towards her. But whenever you make the types of videos that Icierra here made, you have to slightly expect the reactions that you would get out of people, especially whenever you would make videos of you and your puppets having intimate moments or just dressing up as an animal in general. The first major thing that happened that got a lot of people's attention was Icierra's ears. Her homemade furry ears that were made of cardboard and colored green and pink. Now, what happened was somebody made those exact ears after they saw Icierra had them and wore them in a video. And Icierra was not happy about this whatsoever. Keep in mind, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This all goes down a path of constant harassment from the part of Icierra harassing multiple men online to the point where it gets very bad.
Hi. You might be wondering why I'm pretty pissed off right now. Let me show you. Yeah. When I say my ears aren't for sale, I didn't mean just go and make your own ears. Guys, you're stealing my design. Stop it. Like, what is wrong with you? You cannot steal no one else's ears that they made. You're stealing my idea. And you can't do that. You can't just go around and do that. It's just not right. I made those ears with my own hands. My own 2 hands. And you think it's okay to steal them? No, it is not okay. What is wrong with you? I mean, if you want to make your own ears, use a different color. Not my colors. That's stealing. That's totally stealing. Stealing. You can't do that. What's wrong with you people? Jesus Christ.
Now, Icierra made multiple videos about the fact that multiple different people were stealing the design of her ears, and that was one of the major things that drew in a much larger audience here for Icierra. Now, once Icierra got pretty popular on the app of TikTok, she started to gain an actual audience, people who were pretty invested in the entirety of the Icierra lore, especially with the wacky videos that she would make. But with that comes people who are willing to find out a lot more about you, especially when controversy arises. Icierra had a relationship with a doll named Stan and a man by the name of Greg. Now, along with this led to multiple different situations of Icierra constantly harassing multiple different men online.
Ayo, boyfriend check.
The doll you saw on screen, or the puppet I should say, went by the name of Stan. The owner of the puppet was a man that went by the name of Greg. Greg was just a sweet young man who was on TikTok posting multiple videos about his homemade puppet. He would make puppets because he liked to make them, which led to him getting harassed by Icierra pretty bad. With the multiple duets that Icierra would make from Greg's account, it led a lot of people that were originally hating on Icierra to go to Greg's account and just hate on him when he was doing nothing wrong but simply just posting videos about the puppets he made, which forced his own biological sister to get involved in all of this wacky TikTok drama. Now, before Greg's own sister got involved in this drama to explain some things and to express how mad she was over the situation and how much stress it caused her brother, Icierra made a video talking about the fact she was in a love triangle, or otherwise hinting at the fact she was in a love triangle with not only Greg, but Greg's puppet as well.
Gregory Shadow, part 2. So you guys have noticed that I've been duetting with a puppet named Stan? Well, guess what? That is my... that's my secret lover. Hey, what can I say? That puppet is cute. He's not just a puppet. He's my everything. I mean, we both fell in love. We're a couple now. Me and Stan are a couple. But you guys might be saying, "Oh, Icierra, he's just a puppet. You cannot date a stupid puppet. What's wrong with you?" If you ever call him stupid, I will come get you. You cannot say things to my lover, Stan. He's mine, there's nothing you can do about it. Stan, if you're watching this, I hope you understand how much I need you and how much I love you. You are the world to me. Without you, I don't know what I would do. I hope we could do more duets together, you and me. You and me make a great couple. My sweetheart. Everyone else, leave him alone! Of course I love him. He's the cutest puppet in the world. Somebody who loves me. Yes, I love him too. I'm his favorite, and he's my favorite. What? No, there's no way. I mean, Stan's my crush. But I don't know about Gregory now. He's just my best friend who I love so much. There's no way I can't be in love with him. I mean, I already got a boyfriend. I can't be in love with my friend. My best friend. Please, don't. I'm dead, aren't I?
I'm sorry to go full off track here, full off the rails. The train is not on the tracks anymore, but I just want to quickly say thank you guys for 100,000 subscribers. I've said this multiple times, but I feel like no matter how many times I say it, no matter how many times I reiterate this point, I will never come off as grateful as I am. And the reason I'm saying this right now is because while I'm recording this, if you're hearing this in the background, that's the box. I just got my 100,000 subscriber plaque in this box as I was recording this. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. I'll show this off some other time, but we do have to get back to the video. Greg's involvement with Icierra was rather minimal, or there really wasn't much to begin with. I think they may have spoken once or twice, but it was mainly just Icierra making multiple videos a day, talking about them multiple times a day, sending them multiple videos a day, tagging them in multiple videos a day, etc. Just doing that for weeks on end, whilst people were slowly going from Icierra's account to Greg's account to just fully harass and bully the poor guy. I am now going to go ahead and show you guys the two videos that Greg's sister made to the entirety of the situation after everything was going down, where Greg was getting constantly harassed and bullied due to the fact that Icierra would not only not leave him alone, but would also expose him and his account to the rest of the world and the rest of the audience that she had acquired.
This is gonna get pretty fucking graphic because I am so fucking sick and tired of it. It started on TikTok and now it's going on Facebook. I just came home from running a few errands and my brother comes down the steps. I'm shaking right now. And he's like, Do you remember the photo I posted on Facebook that I made of the Count from Sesame Street? Now, mind you, we're twins. We're 22, but his brain, just to get people to understand, if you're his brain is still at a 5-year-old level. So he still watches Sesame Street. He still watches Barney. He still watches kiddie shows. It's okay. It's okay. So he comes down and shows me a picture, and he told me he's getting 309 comments to be exact, all on the picture. I don't know who the fuck these people are, but if you're gonna hate on someone, hate on me. Hate on me. Call me every name in the book. Threaten me. I don't give a Okay, I think I calmed down a little bit after that last video. I do apologize if I kind of like stirred or startled anybody. But it just really bothered me that when my brother came into my room and he told me about the hate comments, he started crying. That's what made me really fucking upset. Because I've never seen him in a position where he was gonna cry over something that a lot of people had said bad things about him. I've never seen him cry like that. And it really fucking put me on edge, which is why I went and made that video, because I was like, that's it. Like, I'm done. I understand if you have a platform and if you're gonna, be on social media, you're always gonna have those kind of hate comments and people are gonna be negative. But just be kind. It's not that difficult, people. He is the happiest human fucking being I've ever met in my life. People today are miserable as dumb as shit, and he is so happy. And that makes him upset? I can't live with that.
The reaction that Greg's sister had to the entirety of the situation after finally finding out about it, and the fact that it traversed over platforms to the point where he was getting hate comments from an entirely different social media account, I can completely understand her reaction. Now, Icierra seeing all of this go down, it really wasn't great for her. She took it as a pretty big breakup, but that didn't stop her from finding a new person to harass online completely. I'm going to show you one of the last videos that Icierra made about Greg, but please don't think that she only made one or two. There was multiple. In the 10s and the 20s, she was making a lot of videos about Greg, constantly talking about him, constantly talking about the fact that she missed him, but I'm just going to show you one. Oh, by the way, this clip is about 40 seconds long, and you have to read what she's saying at the bottom of the screen, so have fun. I'll see you in 40 seconds. Now, Icierra's first, person of obsession here was Greg, but that doesn't mean that he was the last. There were a few more. Now, the next obsession that Icierra had was a person on TikTok that went by the name of Z Warrior. Now, these people that Icierra was obsessed with and would harass on the daily were called a term by Icierra. They were called her brothers. Now, if you were to say Underflow, why does she call them her brothers instead of just, calling them her boyfriends and stuff? Well, I genuinely do not know. The entire time she was implying at the fact that she had romantic feelings for him, but calling him her brother, I simply do not understand it. But the situation between Z Warrior and the situation between Greg were pretty different. Icierra had one of her other so-called brothers go into cult-like situations to summon Z Warrior, the one that got away, so she could finally have him back. They literally had duets on TikTok of them trying to do cult-like rituals to summon the person that didn't want anything to do with Icierra. Now, you may be wondering, why did Z Warrior want nothing to do with Icierra? Was it the mass amount of harassment and the very bad fan base that she had acquired? Well, it wasn't really either of that at all. What it was the fact that he didn't like her stance on gay people, and she thought being gay was completely wrong, and Z Warrior, being bisexual himself, thought that was pretty bad, and he didn't like what she had to say, so he completely blocked her, which led to the cult-like satanic rituals that were summoning him on the daily, which went on for weeks. I'm going to show you guys a few of the clips from that now. I'll speed them up though. Although that situation was a lot shorter than with what happened with Greg, I felt it was something that I needed to share due to how extremely weird it was to have someone summon Z-Warrior in a ritual-like situation whilst Icierra just stared at the screen. Now we're going to take one more look at Icierra just constantly harassing a person for a very long time. This time we're going to be stepping aside and taking a look at the time when Icierra was constantly harassing a person by the name of Sammy. But this time, it took place over the course of 2 years straight before Sammy finally snapped and told her to stop. Sammy made a video on TikTok talking about the fact that she had been spamming and harassing him for 2 years straight, and he finally had enough and he had to get rid of her finally. After that came out and after he, finally broke away from her grasp, she went on to make so many videos about Sammy and the fact that he got away too, and I will show you one of those videos and then I'm going to show you guys Sammy's video right after.
It appears you want to know. Alright, I'll tell you, but it's going to be one heck of a train ride, so here we go. So 2 years ago, I found this person, Icierra, on TikTok on the For You page, and so I joined her live stream. And I noticed she was a little bit sad considering the fact that her old internet brother, Ryan, blocked her because she didn't support LGBTQ, which I was unaware of at the time because I didn't know that was the reason that he blocked her. So then I decided to step in and propose to be her new internet brother. Little did I know that was a mistake, because ever since she accepted me as her internet brother, she has done nothing but ping me non-stop, almost daily to weekly to monthly, for 2 years. So I kindly asked her to stop pinging me so much. And she would always bring up a bunch of excuses, like how much she wants to express her love, and saying that her disability was the problem, even though it wasn't. To basically make a long story short, I want to move on from this, but she still doesn't.
The story of Icierra the Furry is a nightmarish one that consists of a lot of online harassment of multiple different people. I think the story is a pretty good highlight as to why certain people on the internet need to have their social medias and their social media accounts monitored consistently. It's so sad that one person was able to drag multiple different people into a scenario of getting multiple and just so many large amounts of hate from multiple different people. Icierra's short-lived story on TikTok is a pretty good lesson of what it's like to have the tiniest amount of the worst possible internet fame. All of these videos and all of these occurrences transpired so long ago, it was hard to find proper clips and proper evidence to put and piece all of these things together, but I did do my best over a very long period of time, and for those of you wondering where the next part of the TikToker iceberg will be, it's coming out, it's just taking me some time. Between the fact that some files got corrupted which halted progress, and some esque work being done outside of my house, which is delaying me to even be able to record unless you want to hear tools pounding on the ground, then I'm just doing my best to get it out when I can. As I mentioned previously, though, I am dropping a Discord. Feel free to join it through the link in the description. And without further ado, thank you all for watching. I hope everybody watching today's video is having a great day or night, depending on the time of day that you are watching this video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you all for 100,000 subscribers, although we're at 104,000 now. Genuinely, thank you all, though. Have a great day or night, and stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.